Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Marlie's Corner. My name is David Gimmis, founder, CEO here at paw.com. And of course, as usual, this is Marlie, my dog, our chief product tester and our resident pup here at the paw.com offices, where we hang out here in her favorite spot of the office, talking everything pets, the ins and outs, the behind the scenes, and meeting super cool people in the pet space. Today we have an awesome guest. Her name is Alyson Gurney. She's a 24-year-old artist out of Washington, D.C. And she has been blowing up. Started a really cool company, Little Felted Friends, where she makes handcrafted miniature sculptures out of wool representing your pet. Looks just like it, and really has exploded and has done some Little Felted Friends for people like Paris Hilton, Michael Strahan, Kelly Clarkson. So we're super excited to get her on the show and see what it's all about. So without further ado, let's connect her here. Oh, Marlie, I'm gonna sit on you. Hello.
Hey, David.
Hi, Alyson. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys, too. Drift and Marlie have the same antler to chew on today.
This is her, on-screen kind of attention getter to get, keep her sticking around.
Oh, yeah. Gotta work all the angles.
Well, Alyson, so happy to finally meet you. I've heard about your company, and we're actually doing a little giveaway, which we'll get to later in the show. So I've heard a lot about you. But for those checking in, those tuning in, can you please just, tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I am an artist from Washington, D.C. I went to school for graphic design, and I worked the job, I did it, but one day I came across the art of needle felting on social media, and it's an art that I had never tried before, and I thought it was so weird to take this fluffy ball of wool and literally a needle like that, and you can turn it into your own little pet.
Oh, man.
And when I started, I knew I wanted to make my favorite subject, which is my little rescue dog, Drift, and he definitely was the inspiration behind the whole idea.
That's so cool. I mean, I got to get this out of the way right away. How can I get Marlie one of these? Because I know there's a crazy wait list.
Oh, it's insane.
We want to get one for Marlie.
I want to make Marlie. So basically, to get one is kind of difficult. I never knew it would blow up this big, but I essentially release orders on the first of the month at 10 a.m. and they're sold out in 30 seconds.
Amazing.
But after you get your order in, you'll send me pictures of your dog from every angle in a sitting position, and then tell me a little story about them, what makes them special, some of maybe your favorite markings, and then I'll begin by making your pup and get their little adorable characteristics in.
Yeah, they're super cute. And did you teach yourself this method of art, needle felting?
I did. I had honestly never heard of it before until I saw these weird mythical creatures on the internet. And I've definitely been one to experiment with different art media. I did painting, drawing, sculpting, but never anything with wool. I had no idea you could literally take a fluffy ball and turn it into a sculpture. So I just knew I had to try it. And once I did, it just gradually became bigger and bigger, and I was able to share it through social media, and everybody, of course, wanted one of their dogs too. And, it was kind of like a big experiment. It just happened by happenstance, and definitely happened for me.
That's awesome. And how long does it take? I mean, there's so much detail. For those of you who haven't checked it out yet, check out Alyson's Instagram page. There's so much detail in these mini sculptures. How long does one of these take to make?
They do take quite a while. Each one takes about up to 4 hours to make. Basically, I make dogs, cats, We have them all. Here's a little French bulldog, kind of like Marlie.
Oh, there it is. I love it.
So they do take a while to make. That's why I can only take a certain amount of orders each month. And I know a lot of people are like, I've been trying for so long to get one. So if you keep trying, you'll definitely get one.
Yeah, keep trying. Keep trying. Hopefully we can get one too. Hey, Marlie? I think she'd like that. Hopefully she would.
Needs one.
It wouldn't be a toy, though. She would think it's her toy.
Yeah. A lot of them love the smell of the wool.
So, Alyson, is there any specific breeds of dogs that are, I'm sure you've done so many different types of dogs so far. Are there any specific ones that are harder to do?
Well, you know, each one has their own little characteristics and difficulties that make them special. I wouldn't say there's one that's more difficult than the other. I mean, even if you have two golden retrievers, they can both come out looking totally different. But I do love making the mutts, kind of like my own little puppy, because they're just so unique.
Yeah, that's cool. And so I see a lot on your Instagram. I see a lot of cats and dogs. Have you ever had anybody request, you know, like an unusual pet?
I've made a few hedgehogs before.
Hedgehogs?
Yes. There's a big hedgehog named Mr. Pokey, and I've made him before. They're definitely a bizarre animal to make with their little spiky quills, but anything can be done.
That's awesome. I mean, I can't imagine, because from my perspective looking in, it's such a success so quickly, and it's so powerful, this movement and your following. Did you ever imagine it would grow this quick, this fast?
I had no idea. You know, I didn't really plan on it, and it just kind of happened, and I went with it.
That's great. That's great. And you touched base a little bit before, but is it, for anyone who wants to order one, I know there is a wait list, there's such high demand. Is the only way you're taking orders right now on the website, or is there any other way somebody can get in contact with you if they'd like a little?
Yeah, so basically the orders, they'll open up on my website. I don't sell them anywhere else. There's a few Etsy pages that try to kind of take your idea and make it theirs, but I don't do it on Etsy. Everything is on my personal website, so definitely head to that website. And then I show a lot of pictures, and my favorite pictures are to receive are definitely the ones of their little felted friends with the real dogs.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to take one of those pictures with Marlie. I think it would be cool. Speaking of which, so I mentioned earlier in the show that we have a giveaway for the month of April. So paw.com has partnered with Little Felted Friends for a giveaway where, you know, our followers are going to have the chance to win some prizes. Maybe you could let everybody know, if they haven't already, how they can participate.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this collaboration. I'm such a huge fan of your dog beds. As you can see, we have the water
Thank you.
throw right here. Drift literally lives on this blanket. It's hard to get him off of it. So we'll be giving away a blanket and an orthopedic dog bed, and all you have to do is go to my page. You'll see the picture of Drift with his little felted friend, and just tag 3 of your favorite friends, and then you're entered, and we'll randomly draw the winner in 1 week from today.
Awesome. Well, good luck to everybody who's, oh, Marlie, she found her squeaky toy.
Oh my
I try to hide it during these shows, but she's got a good nose. Well, good luck to everybody who enters, and we're super excited to announce the winner. I had a question that, you know, since you've grown in such popularity and have actually worked with some celebrity dogs, are there any more on the horizon that we should look out for?
I have a few things in the works that you'll have to stay tuned for on my page that I'm working on. So you'll definitely see some coming soon.
No spoilers.
Not yet.
All right. Okay, great. Well, Jeff, do we have any questions from the audience?
Absolutely. We've got a number of questions. One question someone had was, have you ever done a felt horse?
No. Okay, so horses, I get a lot of requests for horses, but they are one of the animals that I don't make just because they're so challenging. I would hate to make something that you didn't like.
That makes sense. And what about the ratio of cats versus dogs?
Oh, I would say probably like 80% dogs and then 20% cats. Definitely the dogs rule over at Little Felted Friends, but I adore them all.
Is one harder than the other, or is it pretty much the same challenge to do a dog or a cat?
No, there's not one that's harder than the other, just like there's not really a breed that's harder than the other. I love all the little differences that make everyone unique. It's just so much fun to have the best models on the planet.
And someone asked, how do you see your business growing? How can you scale what you're doing?
Well, I like to think of Little Felted Friends as little miniature pieces of art. And as an artist, I definitely want to be the one to always be making your own dog. So I do have plans to try to be able to make more and get them done a little faster. But we'll see. But I definitely will always have my own touch on them.
That's great. And someone asked, how did you learn to make them? Like, did you just figure it out? I know you mentioned that you saw that you could do this felting, but was there anything that you learned it from, or really you just kind of as an artist figured it out?
So I actually had to teach myself. You know, there wasn't many sources out there to learn how to needle felt. It's a very old art, and one source I found, it said, go outside, grab your sheep, shear your sheep, get your wool, collect it, and then start needle felting. I'm like, I don't have a sheep, but I can figure this out.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine maybe YouTube helped here and there.
Yeah, you know, there's a few now more as it's getting to be more known. I have a lot of people asking me, how do I make these? I want to learn how to make it. Can I make it from my dog's fur? And while you technically could make it from your dog's fur, I don't think you would love the results, but wool is the way to go.
We don't recommend DIY. We think everybody should order from Little Felted Friends. Get your orders in and make sure you get the Alyson touch, because that's how they come out real nice.
Oh, thank you.
You mentioned your favorite breed you said was to do mutts, right? Because someone had asked what your favorite breed was to do.
Yes, I do love the mutts because they're almost like their own little unicorn. There's no one alike.
Have you ever thought about planning to teach others how to do the felting?
Yeah, so I would love to be able to do that. I do post a lot of process videos and how-tos on my TikTok page and a few on the new Instagram Reels thing. So you can kind of see my process and how it begins. It honestly doesn't look great until the last 30 minutes that really complete the whole look.
That's great. People love that you added the dome, the little dome to put over it, the glass dome.
Yeah, so here's our little dome, and basically it's a good place to keep it away from your dog because they do love the smell of the wool. They think it's their own little sheep in their own house. Drift is used to them though.
I'll be honest with you, I'd be worried Marlie would think it's a toy.
And you know, the cats love them too. They think they're nice little cats. Oh, I said cat, and he's like, where's the cat?
Where's the cat?
He's got a few trigger words: cat, squirrel, bunny.
Yeah, squirrel is one for us, and ball.
Oh yeah.
Anything else, Jeff?
Yeah, a couple more. Is it hard to do curly-haired breeds? Is that harder?
So essentially, it's just another type of wool from a curly sheep, basically. So it's not harder, but it's almost like a double process. So I'll get the wool, I'll make the dog, and it'll look like a short-haired dog. And then after that, I'll add the curly hair wool, and then I'll basically sculpt the wool with scissors in addition to the needle. So it's just like a reverse process.
That's cool. Now, maybe the answer's obvious that it's going to be your own dog, but do you have a favorite felt sculpture that you've done?
I mean, obviously my own. He's definitely.
Of course.
But, how could I say anything else?
If you had to choose one other than your dog, do you have one standout that you really enjoyed the process of?
I loved making Kelly Clarkson's dog. She has this really cool colored doodle type dog with like a brindle merle type of coat. That one was really fun to make.
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you thought about doing things other than pets? Have you ever done any felt statues or creations that were not pets?
Yeah, so actually there's an option where you can add on your dog's favorite toy. So I make a ton of dog toys. I would say the most popular dog toy I've made is the little lamb, the lamb chop toy. That's an iconic one.
No people though. Have you ever done a person, a human being?
No, I refuse.
And
Just pets for me.
one more question. Is this your full-time job? A couple of people asked that.
Yeah, so I had no idea that it would become this big, and after about a year, it was huge, and I was able to grow it, and it's my full-time job.
That's so great. Well, from myself and everybody here at paw.com, congratulations on your huge success. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us today. We're so excited for this partnership giveaway that we'll be announcing in about a week. So everybody who hasn't participated, check out Alyson's Instagram page. It's at My Felted Friends, Little Felted Friends. I'm sorry, excuse me, Little Felted Friends, and at Paw Original. Get in there before it's too late. Don't regret it. Alyson, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
All right, have yourself a good day,
You
good rest of
too.
your week. Have a good weekend. This is me and Marlie signing off. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.